Welcome to All Can, No Can't, the podcast where we toss out excuses, face our fears, and reclaim control. I'm Jeff Luther, your guide to mastering the chaos and turning obstacles into opportunities. Whether you're an entrepreneur navigating the ups and the downs of building a successful business, or someone ready to rewrite the rules of your life, this is your space to grow, to push boundaries, and to embrace doing the hard shit that leads to greatness. Together, we'll explore stories of resilience, strategies for overcoming, and the mindset shifts that let you build a life on your terms. I use my experience with a life-altering diagnosis to help you find the can in every can't. So buckle up, because it's time to stop living in can't and start thriving in all can. You choose. We're back with another great episode of All Can, No Can't. I'm your host, Jeff Luther. It's just me this week, and I hope your commute is short. Well, I hope your commute's always short. This is going to be a shorter episode, something that has happened to me recently that I want to share. Have you ever been blamed for someone else's meltdown, someone's blow up? Like, life squeezes them, and they reveal what's inside under the pressure, but then they blame you. Like somehow it's your fault. We all have that person in our lives, don't we? Or have had that person in our lives. So I want to talk about the orange juice analogy. Many of you might know Dr. Wayne Dyer, and it comes from him. But pressure does not create what's inside of you. It reveals it, but it does not create what's inside of you. We know that pressure creates diamonds, and that's not what I'm talking about here. Recently, I had an issue where someone close to me lashed out and said some really hurtful things to me and to someone that I love dearly. And my immediate response was just do nothing. Just don't say anything. Just let it go. And not let it go like I'm the bigger person, but there was no need to respond. They were hurtful things. I assumed the person didn't mean them. And then a week or so later, I got an apology, and part of that apology was, hey, I'm still learning the places that I need to heal. So I let that sit for about a month, and then I went back to the person, and I said, hey, I don't know if I can help, but I'm willing to, and sometimes it doesn't matter where help comes from. Just that we get it. And I don't know if you're in a place where you would welcome it, but if you would, you can respond with a simple yes, or you can respond with a simple no, or you can just respond with what you would like me to do. But no matter what it is, I promise you, I will bring my A game. And the person responded with, what I meant by that was, I need to heal because of the way you trigger me. And I realized in that moment that person might have issues taking responsibility for whatever their actions are. So the truth about pressure is pressure doesn't create a person. It just reveals what's already inside. And why do people act differently under stress? There's several reasons. Some people get calm. Some people get aggressive. Some people get overwhelmed. And it's not the pressure, it's what's already inside of them. It's just a myth that external circumstances make us who we are. No, they just show us who we've been all along. And then you wonder why, for those of you that don't, and a lot of us do, I would be lying if I said I've never lashed out at someone, from something that was said, or from some way they behaved. And that's really just my true self coming through. But why do people lash out, or why do people like to blame others? It could be ego protection, your ego protecting you. If it's my fault, then I'd have to take responsibility. But if it's your fault, I don't have to take responsibility. It could be just a simple lack of awareness. They've never really examined what's inside of them. They behave that way, they react that way, and then they justify it, or they say it's okay because of the way that person behaved. And then sometimes it's just habit. It's just a habit. If someone spent years blaming other folks, then it's automatic. It's just easy to have that habit. And I think we all know that orange juice I'll quote, orange juice person. Sometimes we can't dismiss that person. We might have a connection from kids of a previous marriage. We might have a connection through family. They might even be our own kids, right? We might have a connection through family. We might have a connection through work. We might have a connection through business partnerships, or maybe the spouse of a really good friend, or the life partner of a really good friend, or family of a really good friend. Things that we can't cut ties with. But the common types of people who kind of spill this negativity or spill this energy when they're squeezed might be the blamer. It's never their fault. It's never been their fault. And it's someone else's fault. Or the victim. The world's against them. The world's always against them. And then we have the drama addict. Those are the people that just simply need an audience. They need the drama. And then the most common from my experience is that time bomb, the ticking time bomb. Things are going along fine. They're always one small stressor away from losing it. Like things are going along fine in work, and then something gets out of skew, or maybe a check doesn't come through, or deposit isn't made. It's that one small thing, and then the very next thing is like piling on. They lose their mind. And you can see these patterns in folks. I don't know how you would recognize it before it's coming, but these things are red flags. Folks that are prone to have that type of reaction. And how can you protect your energy with these folks? Well, you can't change how they react. You can change how you react to it. You can stop engaging with their blame game, for sure. Their mess isn't your responsibility. That's something that's hard for us as humans to learn. Their mess is not your responsibility. You can set boundaries. If you can't stop them from spilling their negativity into your life, you don't necessarily have to stay in the splash zone, so to speak. Set boundaries with these folks. When they lose it, you're out. Or you simply cut ties with the people. You can talk to them. You can talk to them about changing what's inside of them. If the pressure is revealing anger or frustration or resentment, then you can address that. And if you're one that spills the negativity or spills anger or spills resentment when you're squeezed, then maybe it's about changing what's inside of you as well. But I do know here's a bonus tip. Here's something that I've practiced. You can change their name in your phone to orange juice. Then you know the expectations, right? Life doesn't create your reactions. It reveals them. You change what's inside, and then the next time you're squeezed or someone you love is squeezed, something better comes out. Look, the reason orange juice comes out of an orange, no matter how you squeeze it, no matter what type of pressure you put on it, whether it's in a juicer, with your hands, with a hammer, rolling it with a rolling pin, the only thing that comes out of an orange is orange juice. That's because that is what's inside. So think about you. Think about the last time you got squeezed. What came out? If you didn't like it, then that's your work. That's what you need to work on. If you know an orange juice person, maybe share this episode with them. Or just change their name in your phone, right? And keep moving. If you like what you heard here, click the follow button, or leave us a message if you have an orange juice in your life and you'd like some help dealing with it. I'm Jeff Luther, host of All Can, No Can't podcast, where I'm taking the things that happened to me, really for me in my life, and I had to find the can in everything that was given to me that was a can't, and figure it out. And I hope you're doing the same. And if you need help with that, you can find me at jeffluther.com. You can find me on Instagram at allcannocant, jdluther 2.0. This is to your best year yet. And if you have that orange juice in your life, or if you are the orange juice person, I hope you can figure that out And I cannot wait to see you next time. I always love these. And until next time, I'm Jeff Luther with All Can, No Can't. Thanks for listening to All Can, No Can't. If today's episode resonated with you, remember, it's not about the chaos you face. It's about how you choose to take back control. It's about finding that one small can in the can't you're given and grinding it down. Find your angle, carve your place out in the world, and get the fucking win. Do that by finding what you can do and not listening to what you can't. You choose. Be sure to subscribe, share, and leave a review. Your support helps me reach more people that are ready to embrace the all-can mindset. And it lets them know there's someone that's willing to walk with them no matter how dark the path gets. You can find me on Insta at JDLuther 2.0 and allcan_no-can't. This is where I share more tips, stories, inspiration to help fuel your journey. And until next time, keep pushing boundaries, breaking limits, proving to yourself that anything is possible, even when you're told it isn't. Remember, life's not about can't. It's all can. Go prove them wrong.